In today's episode, we're talking towing and why your car goes where it goes after an accident. The good news, you don't have to freak out if they don't take it where you want right away.
San Antonio and other major cities have contracts with tow companies that will respond to car accidents on public streets. And most accidents occur on a public road. So if there's an accident, the police department will notify the dispatcher, who will locate the intersection or the address and dispatch the tow company that has an agreement to take care of that territory. In San Antonio, it's broken up among 3 or 4 tow companies. I know that there's Texas Towing, there's Associated, and there's Assured. And those are the big 3 major tow companies that handle San Antonio. Within each one of those companies, they can sub some of the tows out to some smaller tow companies within their demographical area. And so one thing that occurs often is a person will have an accident. You cannot call your own tow company. You can't call your dad or your uncle who owns a tow truck. You've got to use the company that the city uses. The vehicle becomes, to a degree, governed from the point of accident by the city. So it is their duty to remove the accident, remove the vehicles, and clean up the road, and we thank them for that, so that traffic may continue to operate, and therefore they are contractually and maybe even legally obligated to do these services for the public well-being. And so they will get one of these companies to show up. You may ask them, will you please tow my car to this shop on the other side of town, or even to this shop, which is only a few miles from here. Those tow truck drivers, most of the time, I think they try to accommodate the consumer's request, but often, for whatever reason, I'm not an expert as to why. I can use some common sense, and they've expressed to me on a few occasions that there may be a rush hour afternoon where just it's abnormally busy. There happens to be several different accidents in the general area. Therefore, they will take the vehicle to a shop that is convenient for them, or I don't understand. I'm not for sure why, but often they take vehicles to some shops that is not where the customer wanted the car to go to. So the next day, the customer will call us and thinking there's a car here that they had towed here the day before, and in fact it isn't here at Miracle Body and Paint. So we need to find out who the tow company was. Sometimes we have to call the police department and find out where did this car get towed to, and that's a problem that exists. And as a consumer, if you have a car accident, you need to be aware of who the tow company is. Maybe have a camera in your car, or have a phone that you can take pictures with, and take a picture of your vehicle, take a picture of the other vehicle, take a picture of the fence or the post sign or whatever was involved in the damages. Take a picture of the tow company that's towing your car away, and this will help facilitate getting your car to the right shop that you may be looking for. We are able to move the cars the following day generally. It takes a little bit of logistics and a little bit of work with the police department, the tow companies, the consumer, the body shop that it may be at. Sometimes there's some fees involved. In most cases, insurance companies will pay for those fees if the car got towed to a facility that the insured did not ask for it to be towed there in the first place. But that's just another part of a car accident that brings a little added stress to the whole experience of a car accident is trying to get the car, if it's not drivable, to the shop of your choice. And so you know, be prepared and be informed that this is some decisions that need to be made at the scene of an accident, okay? And the more you emphasize and insist on a car being towed to a certain place, the more likely it'll be that the tow company will accommodate your request. I think there's also an option where you can just tell them I want it towed to my home, and as long as there's no outstanding warrants, or there was no no DWI or nothing that includes some kind of a civil or criminal law that's been broken, it's just a car accident, just a plain old accident, they are supposed to tow them to your home, okay? And as long as it's within Bexar County. So be prepared to make those decisions if you have the unfortunate experience of having a car accident. If you request Miracle Body and Paint, all the tow companies have our codes. They can come in 24 hours a day, any holiday, etc., and drop off vehicles. Again, if you have an accident on the opposite side of town, they may want to drop it off at some shop in that area, and then we can have it moved the following day. But most car accidents, the tow truck companies will bring it over to Miracle Body and Paint, whether it's that day or you can also suggest the following day. They can take it to their yard and store it for one night and then bring it the following day when they're not so busy. That's another option that's available. You just need to know that these options are available and decide what works best for you.